Social Enterprise Alliance and the Council in putting together this forum, which is one of the first forums that we hope will not be the last forum in talking about social enterprises and social purpose businesses here in Massachusetts. We're also looking at how we can advance these programs and these models that work well for our industry. We have three main objectives. One objective is bringing you together. We realize that the more we talk to organizations about social enterprises, that some of you are doing some very interesting things and fascinating things, and some of you have got some great ideas that haven't quite launched yet. And we felt it was important to get together and sort of share some knowledge. Others, just to recognize that there is a network of social enterprises. The Council has been working with a number of you and others in trying to build that network of support and advancing that through legislation and also on our website and a webpage, talking about it, including it, just publicizing that. We also have had the honor of being one of the supporters of the Mass chapter, which was founded a few years ago, of the Social Enterprise Alliance, and we're hearing a little later with the board chair of that group. And the other thing is just to understand a little bit about what's available that can help you. Not only that's available that might be a little tweak here and there, but the Commonwealth has a lot of resources which we've been impressed with, how the openness in which they're willing to help us to grow those businesses. And we're also fortunate to have leadership of the Health and Human Services here as well, who's also about to help us. Now, as you know, the Providers Council's mission is really about fostering and supporting and creating a more healthier human services industry. And we think that social enterprises is key to that particular part of our mission. We're looking for social enterprises that not only help you diversify your revenue. We think that's important to come up with different revenue streams that support that. But we've also been intrigued with the idea about how some of these enterprises, not all of them, but some, have been able to create job opportunities for clients and consumers, some who have perhaps have been difficult to place into jobs, and job opportunities for the general public as well, because we're not into thinking of social enterprises as just things that will keep people contained in the social service programs, but they will learn job skills that will help them integrate into the larger economy as well. So we are very much supportive of that idea. The Council has operated a social enterprise ourselves with the Providers E-Academy, which is our online learning management system that's been operating for a number of years. And it was risky at first, but we're pleased that we have over 13,000 users who are learning how to use the learning management system through online learning and e-learning and becoming credentialed as well. So there are a lot of possibilities that are out there. We're going to hear from some of the experts that have been doing this for a while. We hope to engage in a conversation with you about ideas and thoughts that you might have, and also ways in which we can help. But I think we're really excited about the people that are in this room right here. And I should also add that depending on how successful we are, we're thinking about doing something even further to continue in this game. Including, and when we think about excitement, one of the things that has been an exciting opportunity is working with HHS on this, and really talking about how this is not only good for the provider community, but also good for human services in general. And that was not a hard sell. There were clearly people in the HHS that saw this and thought that this is something that we wanted to do, and we're excited to have the Secretary of Human Services here. Many of you know Dr. Judy Ann Bigby, Secretary who oversees over 17 state agencies. She has a prime seat in the governor's cabinet, and we hope that she will be able to use that seat to our advantage. So let's think about ideas for her in that regard. Some of you may know her well as the primary care physician, a professor, a researcher, and a healthcare expert. And our goal today is to help her become the state's chief expert on social enterprises, to add that to her impressive list of credentials. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Dr. Bigby to come.
Can you hear me if I don't use the microphone? Great, so it will be very hard. I want to thank Michael for that introduction. As you articulated, one of the goals that I have for at least showing up here is to indicate that we do have a lot to learn. It reminds me of a Buddhist saying that I came to when I was first appointed as secretary, and I thought, oh my goodness, what am I getting into? And people kept talking about how I was an expert.